I'd like to tell you about software I discovered that is a great teaching strategy. Powtoons is a powerful tool that creates animated presentations and cartoon videos that are an alternative to boring PowerPoint or Keynote presentations. The Powtoon software includes several different styles of cartoon characters and props, or you can import your own in lieu of the characters and props in the library. You can add music or voiceovers to your presentation and then upload it to your YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter account. The user interface is intuitive. You just drag and drop media onto the page, and if you have worked with PowerPoint or Keynote before, you will be able to easily create a Powtoon. In fact, you can even convert your PowerPoint or Keynote presentations into an animated Powtoon. The site has multiple tutorials to get you started. This tool is excellent for teaching nursing content. I've used it for explaining the principles of sterile technique or principles of lifting and moving patients. Because these videos can be so entertaining and they capture the needs of the visual as well as auditory learner, it is more likely that students will remember the content. Our millennials are digital natives and like learning with technology in the classroom, and this is one strategy for doing that. Unlike your classroom lecture, students can replay these videos over and over again to reinforce content or listen to something that they may have missed or didn't understand. Best of all, the software is free for up to 30 uploads. So please follow along as I show you how to use this software. I'd like to show you how to make a simple Powtoons. I've gone to the website powtoon.com. You can see I'm signed in, so you would need to create a free account. And then I'm going to go to Start Now. And I have a choice. I can create a blank project, or I can create an educational clip. And here they have some pre-made clips that you can edit to your own liking. I personally find it's easier to start from scratch. So that's what we're going to do today. So I am going to open up a blank Powtoons, and I'm going to call it Demonstration. You can put in a few words, but I'm not going to. And that'll take a few seconds while it loads its awesomeness. And now here we are at the Powtoons creation stage. So here's your stage. Here's your library of characters and props. And over here is what you call the timeline. And here is where you would play, and these things down here help you change effects of anything that you put on the stage. So why don't we start by putting in a title. So here's special text effects over here. This is just plain text. This one writes the text across. This one makes it the words appear one by one, and there's a few others. But this is one of my favorites, so I'm going to pick that one. I'm going to double click here, and I like the size of the text here, but I could change it. I can also change the style of the font, and I can change the color, but I'm going to leave it at black. And I'm going to just write in my title. And there we go. And you can test what an effect looks like. And now I'm going to apply this. Now I would like this to be across the top. I don't know if I can get it in one line, but I want it across the top, so I'm going to stretch it there. And I can get it in one line. And now let's see what that looks like. So I'm going to scrub using the timeline. Okay, two things here. I would like my text to appear sooner. It's at 1 second. I'm going to move it to appear at a half a second. And the second thing is I want to notice when this hand disappears off the timeline so that I know when I can put in my next object. So now I want to put in a character. This style is called Pictos. They have holiday things that are free. Some things you have to pay for. This one is called Paper Cut, and this happens to be one of my favorite. They have plain characters, and then they have some of those same characters, but they're moving and doing things. So I am going to pick one of the moving characters, and I'm going to pick the one called Mom's Screen, and I just drop and drag it on. I want to make her a little bit smaller. Okay, and I want to notice when she's appearing on the screen and how that's working. Okay, that's good. She's appearing after the hand is gone, and you notice she's sliding in. Over here, you can determine how you want something to move in onto the screen, how it enters. Okay, now I want her saying something. So I am going to search for a prop that's a balloon. So we have all kinds of balloons here, speech bubble, and here's a long speech bubble. So I'm going to put this one up here. And let's note when this one's coming in, because I want it to come in the same time she is. She is appearing at 4 seconds. I want my speech balloon to appear. No, she's appearing at 3 seconds, and I want my speech balloon to appear at 3 seconds too. So this looks like it's right, but let's test it. Yep, it's good. All right, so now I want to put something in it, some words. So I think it's going to need to be a little bit bigger. So I'm going to make it bigger, and I'm going to add text. This time I want plain text. So I'm going to make this as small as I can make it, which would be 18. And I want a simple, clearer kind of font, so I'm going to use International. And I'm going to write I am, well, let's change it to I'm to make it smaller. I'm pulling my hair out, trying to get students to focus. Put some exclamation marks there. Let's apply. Okay, now we got to get it into the balloon, and of course it's too wide, so we're going to narrow it down. Let's move it in and see if we've got it. Yep, and let's scrub it and see how it's working. Okay, let's play it and see how it's working. Okay, that looks good. One thing this is missing is some music. So let's go up here and add some sound. You have many different choices here. Many of them, unfortunately, you have to pay to get, but there are free ones. Anything that's green here is free. And let's just pick merry-go-round. You can sample what it sounds like. And if you like it, you click add and then apply. Now you see we have this squiggly line across here. Let's play. And there you go, I've created my first slide. Now I think this is probably long enough at 8 seconds, so I am going to shorten this slide so it's only 8 seconds. And so this will play now just for 8 seconds. These are set up that they exit, as you can see here, that she exits to the left, she entered in to the right. Okay, so that's my first simple slide, and you just continue doing that and make as many slides as you want. I think it can be as long as 15 minutes. So I hope you'll give that a try. Thanks for listening. And now, next up, is an example of a Powtoon I made about the principles of lifting and moving patients safely. I did not use any of the cartoons available in Powtoons, but I still think it's a pretty powerful video. Thanks for watching.
created using Powtoon.